Correct. circuit to reroute a SDI, so it's not coming through the center of the stand.
Please join us in welcoming the distinguished members of our platform party. Please welcome the University Senate President and today's Grand Marshal, Richard Larson.
Good morning. I'm honored to formally open today's ceremony. Here now in the presence of the candidates for academic recognition, faculty, administration, alumni, honored guests, and friends of the State University of New York at Stony Brook, our commencement ceremony is hereby convened. Please rise as you are able for the singing of our national anthem, performed by our student a cappella group, the Stony Brook Vocalists.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. It is a pleasure to welcome the university's special guests who have joined us today. United States Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. New York State Senator Mario Matera. New York State Assemblyman Stephen Engelbright. Suffolk County Executive Stephen Ballone. Suffolk County Sheriff and Stony Brook Council Member Errol Tolan. Suffolk County Legislator Kara Hahn. Town of Brookhaven Council Member Jonathan Kornreich. State University of New York Trustee Carrie Staller. Council Chair Kevin Law. Chris Hahn, Reverend Michael Smith, and Frank Trotta. Distinguished members of the President's Council, President of Stony Brook University's Alumni Association, Ahmed Balazi. President of the Graduate Student Organization, Clara and Joel Martis. And President of the Undergraduate Student Association, Manjat Singh. And USG Vice President for Student Life, Christopher Jean. Let's all of us also recognize all of our guests here today who have helped make this happen. Thank you to the family and friends and mentors of today's incredible graduates who have been integral in their journey. And now, friends and family, let's give a big cheer for our Stony Brook University class of 2022. No, actually.
It is now my distinct pleasure to present to you the President of Stony Brook University, Mari McGinnis.
Thank you, everyone, and welcome to the 2022 Stony Brook University Commencement Celebration. I want to especially thank university faculty and staff and the parents and friends of our graduates. All of you have played a role in the academic success of this group of scholars. But above all, on this beautiful sunny day, congratulations to the class of 2022. It is my distinct privilege to introduce someone renowned for his extraordinary service to the state of New York. He brought $104 million in federal COVID relief aid to Stony Brook University and our students. And even though he is a Brooklyn resident, he has been a tireless advocate for Long Island and an extremely close friend of the Stony Brook family, United States Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And first of all, congratulations to the great class of 2022, Stony Brook. You've made it. Now, I want to thank President McGinnis and the members and the faculty, the administrators, all the way down to the people who keep the school clean late at night. Together, you have made Stony Brook University one of the finest institutions of higher learning, not just on Long Island and not just in New York and not even just in the United States. This is one of the finest institutions of higher learning in the whole world. Job well done, everybody. Now, first, I'd like to say a word to the parents in the audience. I know how you feel. Not very long ago, my wife and I sat where you did and watched our daughter, Allison, get her diploma. It was one of the proudest days of our lives. You've been through a lot as parents. It's not easy raising kids these days. But now you get to watch all of your blood, sweat, and tears pay off as your son or daughter walks on the stage, gets the diploma, and becomes an adult before your very eyes. Congratulations to the moms and dads. And another word of thanks, as we're here today having a great time. There are young men and women serving in our armed forces overseas, many in dangerous places. They're risking their lives for our freedom. Let's have a round of applause for them. And finally, on a somber moment, I'd like to take a moment to honor the 10 New Yorkers who lost their lives in Buffalo recently, their families, and those who were wounded. Even on this day of celebration, our hearts are with them. Now, to the great class of 2022. You know, the challenges you've had in the last few years have been truly unique. I'm sure you expected your time in college to bring new experiences, but it probably didn't include a global pandemic. And yet, here you are, earning a degree from a great institution of higher learning. You overcame immense obstacles to get here. Nothing and nobody can ever take that away from you. Of course, we have a lot more work to do, but little by little, we're seeing that signs of life are returning to normal. But it took a lot of work to get to this point. As Majority Leader, I worked hard to pass the American Rescue Plan, which put money in the pockets of families and small businesses who were hurt by the crisis. And thanks to the highly effective and very safe vaccines that we championed in the Senate, we are getting ready to embark on the next chapter of American history, which you will help us write. But one of the things I'm pushing hardest right now is to get President Biden to forgive $50,000 in undergraduate and graduate loans. Too great a burden for too many students. We're going to fight to get this done, guys. One of my goals is to make sure that no graduate ever has to devote more than a small percentage of their income each year to repaying those damn loans. Now, folks, graduates, as we all know, this is an era of profound economic and social change. In the old days, when you graduated from college, the odds were pretty high you'd have the same job in the same field for 40 years. That's not so true anymore. Many of you will have several jobs, several careers. Along with all these economic changes we're experiencing, the internet has put so much information at our fingertips that it's sometimes hard to figure out what's important and to distinguish between what's true and what isn't. All too often, the loudest voices get the most attention. But class of 22, the good news about our changing world is this: your generation is better equipped than any other that came before it to adapt to these changes, to overcome the obstacles they present, and seize the opportunities they afford. Now, I know how it is. Right now, sitting in your seats, though, you may not be sure of what's coming next. With so much of the world changing around you, it may feel like you're jumping into an abyss. But the key, graduates, is this: don't fear the unknown. Embrace it, relish it, soak up every possibility it has to offer, and cast aside your fears. My advice to the class of 2022 is simple: go for it. Now, how do I know? Well, I remember feeling doubts myself when I was your age. When I was seated at college graduation many years ago, like you are today, I learned that I had just won a scholarship to travel all around the world, all expenses paid, for a whole year. For me, it was the opportunity of a lifetime. I came from a family that didn't have much money, and I had never been out of the country before. But at the same time, I met a girl, and I fell in love. Aww. So I had a decision to make. Should I go around the world on the all-expense-paid scholarship? Or should I stay home with the girl? Class of 2022, what would you have done? President McGinnis, the class is divided. I chose the girl. No. Don't clap, you romantics over there. The story unfolds. That summer, she went on a brief vacation, and I went to Europe, and I went to the airport to meet her on her return. As soon as she got off the plane, I saw by the look on her face something was the matter. She dumped me by Labor Day. There I was, no scholarship, no trip around the world, no girl. I said to myself, what a loser you are. Forget about it. You're never going to make anything of yourself. And in fact, I stayed in my house for several months, moped around, felt bad for myself. But somehow I picked myself up, dusted myself off, and moved forward. And a few years later, I found myself seated at graduation once again, this time from law school. But on the way home from graduation, I broke the news to my parents that I wasn't going to join the fancy law firm like we had planned. I told them politics was my passion. I wanted to run for office. I wanted to help people. Well, my parents, at the hearing that I didn't want to join this law firm, were shocked. My mother was particularly disappointed. You see, I grew up in a working-class family. They struggled to send me to college and law school. They wanted the best for me, and the law firm was paying $400 a week, which in those days was more money than my family had ever seen. But my heart wasn't in it. My passion was to run for office. So that fall, at the age of 23, I ran for the New York State Assembly, and I had 3 opponents. There was the party machine candidate, there was a neighborhood activist, and then there was my mother, who was telling all her friends not to vote for me. So I get this silly idea of being elected official, as she said, out of your big, thick head. Well, graduates, a few years earlier, I didn't get that girl, but that November, I won the election. So on this day of your great achievement, my advice to you is take the risk. Don't let the fear of failure deter you. For those of us who have gotten older and look back on life, one of the most painful moments are what I call the what-ifs. What if I had only done this? What if I had only gone there? You're certainly about to cast off into the unknown. And I know it can sometimes seem scary. But you've got great assets, a great education here at Stony Brook, loving families that are going to have your back through thick and thin. So garner up your courage, garner up your strength, put aside your doubts, take a chance, and if you do, it is my hope, it is my prayer, and indeed it is my confidence that you will find true success and joy in life. To you great graduates, congratulations, good luck, Godspeed, and don't forget, go for it.
Thank you, Senator Schumer. We appreciate all that you do for our community. So graduates, this is a moment when you get to stand and applaud the faculty and staff, friends and family who have supported you in your journey along the way. Stand up and give your friends and family a round of applause. All right, friends and family, I want you to return the favor. Please stand up and give the class of 2022 a loud cheer. Every college career is a journey, but graduates, yours has been an unexpected journey of epic proportions. The last 2 years, your final two at Stony Brook, have been unexpected, to say the least. Everyone, and especially the class of 2022, has had to be creative in how they learn, how they communicate, even in how they think these days. So to be a Seawolf is to be part of a unique, rigorous community of knowledge. And it is this legacy of academic excellence, research, innovation, and creative exchange that just this year led us to be recognized by the governor and SUNY as a flagship institution. As the graduating class of 2022, your creativity was called upon in a time of unparalleled challenges, at a critical point in our collective history. And you answered that call with grace, determination, and ambition. You are standing here today, ready to graduate from one of the most distinguished universities in the world. Your commencement is proof of your deeply creative and collaborative talent. This is the quality the world will look for as you forge ahead into the future. A future painted with hope and innovation, along with numerous urgent issues in climate change, housing, education, sustainability, and diversity and equity. We will need people like Angel Velasquez, who worked across disciplines, and institutions to start the Stony Brook chapter of ColorStack, an organization that focuses on supporting and increasing the number of Black, Latino, and Native American students in the field of computer science. Angel's work has solidified Stony Brook as a leader in building a more inclusive, equitable, and diverse tech industry. He will begin his career at Google in August as a software engineer. We need more people like Anne Green. epitomizes what it means to be a global citizen and collaborator with her studies and outreach across environmental design, policy, and planning in the School of Marine and Atmospheric Sciences. Her scholarly work also touches the fields of globalization studies and international relations, along with anthropology, and has provided aid to communities abroad and cultivated an engaged, educated community at home by coordinating voter registration sessions for the university's Center for Civic Justice. As a 2022 recipient of the prestigious Donald M. Payne International Development Fellowship, Anne will go on to work as a Foreign Service Officer after graduation. We need people like Maya Nairobi. Whose journalism senior capstone project examined a crucial economic divide in housing and education within our own community. With multimedia approach that includes writing, video, podcast, and photographs, Maya's project laid bare the lingering effects of a segregated Long Island. This disciplinary scholarly work provides information and analysis that is critical to ensuring economic housing justice for all communities, as well as integral to our institution's responsibility to foster an inclusive and equitable education. Maya started her job earlier this week as an associate reporter for NBC News in the city. We need people like Eric Lemon. In the Department of Music, whose innovative musical composition empowers individuals to participate in the very creation of the music they consume. His groundbreaking computer music system democratizes and blurs the barriers between composer, performer, and audience to create art predicated on the listener's own consensus, collaboration, and political autonomy. In June, Eric will be presenting his innovative research on participatory music at the 2022 Conference on Interdisciplinary Musicology. And we need people like Soraya Sheikh, who combined her scholarly pursuits in biochemistry and women's gender and sexuality studies to fill a gap in healthcare for the LGBTQ community. Soraya collaborated with Stony Brook friends and alumni in various fields, including physics, to create Queer Diagnosis, the LGBTQ plus health podcasts. Now, with more than a dozen episodes available, the podcast delivers an important conversation that had been missing from within the healthcare system. Next, Soraya is set to be a cardiovascular researcher at the Columbia University Vangelis College of Physicians and Surgeons. In short, we need people like you, all the members of the class of 2022. Seniors, you represent the largest number of graduates ever in a single year to earn a bachelor's degree from Stony Brook in the history of this institution. Among you are more than 600 double majors and 1 triple major. All of you are to be commended for your ambition, your resilience, and your drive. The class of 22 represents all 12 of our colleges and schools. You come from 45 states. You call 68 different countries home. You are artists, scientists, historians, writers, athletes, and so much more. Speaking of our athletes, I want to give a special shout out to the seniors on the Stony Brook women's lacrosse team. They are not able to be with us at commencement because the team was competing against the University of North Carolina in the NCAA tournament quarterfinals last night. And while the team lost 8-5 in a really close game to the #1 seed North Carolina, but our women once again had another great season. I also want to recognize the seniors on the baseball team. While we speak, they are getting ready for a regular season game at Joe Nathan Field, and they're missing today's ceremony as well. But go Sea Wolves. To all the graduates of the class of 2022, you inspire me, you inspire us all. And as you join Stony Brook's more than 200,000 alumni across the globe, I hope you'll stay connected to this unique and passionate community. I hope you'll continue to see Stony Brook as a second home, one that celebrates all you accomplish, strengthens your critical perspectives, and supports your most ambitious endeavors. In reflecting on the way artists change with their time, Jackson Pollock, whose house, museum, and library we have the honor of stewarding here at Stony Brook, once said, "Each age finds its own technique." With the class of 2022, it is very clear to me that your technique is to maintain a truly creative and collaborative spirit. That will be your path forward. I know you will move together as individuals with a sense of discovery, ambition, innovation, and artistry. Stony Brook University is incredibly proud of all you have achieved here and all you will go on to create. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Recipients of the honorary degree have distinguished themselves by their contributions to their field, to society, and to the university. This year, we are honored to recognize Todd Haynes for his exceptional achievements. On behalf of the State University of New York, I invite Trustee Carrie Stoller, Interim Provost Bagala, and Todd Haynes to come forward for today's conferral. You are a visionary filmmaker, a master storyteller, a steadfast champion for the LGBTQ+ community, and one of the most lauded directors of independent film working today. Through your award-winning features, you convey emotional realities in all their splendor. From the yearning of love beyond society's expectations in Carol, which received 6 Oscar nominations and 5 Golden Globe nominations, to the adventurous search to belonging in Wonderstruck, to the poisonous dark waters, and to your reverent documentary about avant-garde alternative rock band, The Velvet Underground. Since the early 1990s, you have been considered American cinema's most prominent gay directorial voice, bringing to your work an intellectual, academic, and aesthetic sensibility that is suffused with the unique perspective on the world that queerness provides, emerging as the foundational figure in new queer cinema. Your films have made an impact on a generation, receiving praise and accolades from all over the world, including honors such as 4 Academy Award nominations from Far for Heaven, the Grand Jury Prize at the Sundance Film Festival for your first feature film, Poison, 21 Emmy nominations for your HBO miniseries, Mildred Pierce, and multiple Golden Globe nominations for the critically acclaimed Carol. You are an inspiration to artists and aspiring young filmmakers with whom you generously share your time at Stony Brook as a visiting lecturer. For all you have done for the arts, the state of New York is pleased to bestow upon you the degree of Doctor of Fine Arts, honoris causa. . '
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the State University Board of Trustees, the faculty of the State University of New York concurring, I confer upon you an honorary degree, honoris causa, and invest upon you with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. In token thereof, I direct that you be provided with a diploma and vested with the hood representative of this specific degree conferred.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Find my place. Thank you, President McInnes, for those very, very kind words. I also want to thank the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York and the entire Stony Brook community. Finally, I want to thank Christine Vachon, my longtime friend and collaborator, who is proud to be an artistic director of Stony Brook's highly regarded graduate program in film. So thank you all for this tremendous honor. On the occasion of receiving this doctorate alongside the graduating class of 2022, I just wanted to acknowledge the remarkable teachers in my life who I feel gave to me the tools to engage with a history and a culture that contained all the contradictions and many of the challenges that we confront today, that you guys confront today. They help me feel inspired to engage with those challenges, not to retreat or even impose my own solutions, but to dig deeper, to raise questions and respond to them in my own way, which is what I've had the unique privilege of doing as a filmmaker. I wish for every student here today those kinds of openings, those kinds of tools as you guys all step out into this wild world of ours. You deserve to feel as optimistic and inspired as I did at your age, and know that you embody all our very best hopes and finest dreams. Thank you once again to SUNY, to Stony Brook. You've made me and my dad very proud. Thank you.
We now invite USG Vice President for Student Life, Christopher Jean, forward for a special presentation from the class of 2022.
Good afternoon, President McInnes, esteemed party platform members, faculty, parents, family, friends, and 2022 graduates. Congratulations, class of 2022. You did it. My name is Christopher Jean, and I'm the undergraduate student government vice president for student life, and I'm excited to present this year's class legacy gift. I'm excited to present this year's senior class gift on behalf of the graduating class, which is a tradition dating back to 2005 and established the office of the Dean of Students and USG. The class legacy gift allows students an opportunity to give back and show their support for Stony Brook. Over the years, students have responded, raising thousands of dollars to fund meaningful initiatives on our campus. They have supported scholarships, student life, advanced the reach of the university's research and service missions, and helped restore communities during times of need. Under the leadership of the Senior Legacy Council, the class of 2022 mobilized to continue this important tradition. As a result of their leadership and vision, 321 seniors contribute to this year's class gift. As contributors, they are not only helping to leave their mark here at Stony Brook, but they're demonstrating their citizenship to the world and taking the first step in becoming active, loyal alumni. I'm excited to report that the senior class has raised more than $10,670 to support the Stony Brook Fund for Excellence, General Scholarships, School of Medicine, School of Nursing, the Marching Band, Student Life, the Stoller Center, and many other important parts of our university. And I know some of you guys clapped already, but can we give them a round of applause real quick? Dr. McInnes, as the VP of Student Life, I'm thrilled to present you with a check to the Stony Brook Foundation. We hope that their contribution will allow them to leave a living legacy for the university and community. To all the graduates, thank you for contributing, and we look forward to seeing you all at homecoming in the fall.
Please join me in welcoming Assistant Vice President and Dean of Students, Rick McClendon.
Good afternoon, class of 2022. I am honored to introduce our student speaker, Ahmad Syed. Ahmad is graduating today with his Bachelor of Science in Biology, earning a stellar 3.94 GPA. A native of Port Jefferson, Ahmad served on the Dean's Student Advisory Council and the College of Arts and Sciences. He also volunteered many hours at Stony Brook University Hospital, learning about patient care. During his undergraduate studies, Ahmad engaged with faculty and pursued his passion for science as a research assistant in the Department of Chemistry. After graduation, Ahmad plans to pursue a degree in medical sciences with specific interest in the field of ophthalmology. In the future, he looks forward to serving as a physician and working in underserved areas. Ahmad shared with what he loved most about his Stony Brook experience is the incredible diversity of our community and how supportive the faculty and administration are in helping students grow. Just as Ahmad spoke so highly of what makes Stony Brook a special place, I am thrilled that you have the opportunity to hear from one of our most outstanding Seawolves. Ahmad, we're so proud of you. Please help me and welcome Ahmad to the podium.
Before I start, I just want to take a quick selfie for the gram. Thank you, thank you. Good morning. Congratulations, class of 2022. We did it. I'm not gonna lie, I feel weird being the commencement speaker. To prepare for this speech, I had to look through all the previous speeches, and I felt embarrassed. All the previous speakers had a plan in place for after graduation, and today, I stand in front of you without no idea what I'm gonna be doing next year. But the more that I think about this, the more I realize the better it is I'm your speaker. To put this in perspective, let me tell you about an individual I was thinking about. So she came to America in her 30s. She spoke limited English. Her husband, who also immigrated here, was looking for a permanent job. She used to stay at home with her kids. She used to make them watch Who Wants to Be a Millionaire so that they could improve their conversational English as well as learn some random facts. The household only had one car, so she would walk a mile to the library with her kids so that they could check out books and take part in the summer reading club. Even though she didn't really experience these things as a kid, she understood the importance of it. As her children got older, she grew with them. She attended dozens of parent-teachers meetings, found out that the SAT was a standardized aptitude test and not a Saturday afternoon test, With her first son, she learned how the college application cycle works. With her last son, she was able to give advice to other first-generation immigrant parents. That person is my mom. My mom didn't go to an American college and had no idea what the future would hold. My ancestors were a bunch of farmers in Punjab. My parents came to America in their 30s. I have 3 older brothers. My eldest brother, who was also a Stony Brook undergraduate, was the first in our family to attend college and go into medicine. It was here at Stony Brook where he obtained his MD degree. I know in America, an MD stands for a medical doctorate, but in the South Asian culture, an MD stands for a mother's dream. My other 2 older brothers also graduated from Stony Brook. Today, I complete the journey of also graduating at Stony Brook. See, Stony Brook wasn't just a college our family went to, it's been our legacy. Understand that my parents came here with nothing, and now all 4 of their sons are college graduates. Not just 4 college graduates, but 4 Seawolves. This is nothing more but a testament to what Stony Brook stands for. Remember in Harry Potter, Dumbledore tells Harry that at Hogwarts, help will always be given to those who ask for it. Well, yeah, that's what Stony Brook is. Stony Brook has always been helpful to those who ask for it. During my time here, I was part of a research group which worked on investigating small group interactions between students and TAs and to help at-risk students perform better in general sciences. I just want to give a quick shout out to my mentor, Dr. Lisa Shaw. She was not able to make it today, but she is watching through the live stream. One of my friends, who was the first in his family to attend college, worked with a group of mentoring high school students who would go on to become the first generation college student here at Stony Brook. It was here at Stony Brook that another one of my colleagues, who had a rare disease in his childhood, found a research lab that focused on his condition. And it was just here recently that several Stony Brook students, with the help from faculty and staff, showed determination to help Ukrainian refugees and hosted a successful relief drive this past March. The reality here is that over the past 4 years, I've met some amazing people who have done amazing things here at Stony Brook. Each of us had a different story, a different expectation, and a different path. But each of us was an ingredient that we add to this recipe, which we call Stony Brook University. We have accomplished so much. These past 4 years, I was a biology major myself, and I can tell you that the most important thing we learned wasn't about a chemical reaction that we wrote in Chem Lab, and it most certainly wasn't choosing the most incorrect answer on a Bio 203 test. The most important thing we learned over the past 4 years is a new way to look at the world. When an individual looks around the world, sometimes they ask, how did this happen? Why did this happen? And start to look for answers. For example, it's the moment when you start asking yourself, why are there so many parking tickets? And start to think and realize that there's only 20 parking spots for 20,000 students. That's the skill Stony Brook has given us. That was a joke, by the way. But in all seriousness, when you see something that interests you or fascinates you, come up with answers and solutions to those problems. Those solutions make the world a better place. What I'm trying to say, and what my advice to everyone is try to use what Stony Brook has taught us. Try to think like a sea wolf. Growing up, I always thought I was going to be an NBA player. I'm 5'8", but on Shadi.com I list myself as 6 foot. The only way I could be a guard in an NBA arena would be as a security guard. Over the last 4 years, I realized I want to work in the healthcare industry to focus on disparities that select communities face. See, the fact that I don't know what to do next year is okay, because I learned a new mindset, and I have Stony Brook to thank for that. I just want to mention that this moment up here is a dream come true. Exactly 8 years ago, I was sitting in that seat over there as a kid, and my brother Ali was up here giving the commencement speech. Since that day, thank you. Since that day, my goal was to be up here, and this moment is very special to me. Growing up, he was my role model, and still is to this day. He has guided me throughout my life and set the example for all of his younger siblings. He flew out from Florida to come here today, and he's sitting right over there. And I just want to say thank you, Virgie, and I love you. I also want to say thank you to my other 2 older brothers who are here today as well, Omar and Asad. They have been there for me always and took care of their youngest brother. On a side note, the best part about being the youngest is that you get whatever you want. So I just want to thank my dad for getting me everything. My mom is here today too. She's sitting over there as well. I just want to say, Mom, I love you, and you're the real MVP. Finally, one last thing a student speaker should know is when to stop talking. So last but not least, I want to thank my friends, my family, my professors, my mentors. I also want to thank those countless strangers who let me use their meal points. I also want to thank those parking ticket officers too, because without them, my writing skills wouldn't have improved for all those parking ticket appeal essays I had to write. The crazy part is I still have to write one after this. That's true, that's true. And with that, congratulations to all the graduates in the class of 2022. May you all be successful in your future endeavors and careers. Thank you.
Now, please welcome your Alumni Association President, Ahmed Balazi.
So just to manage expectations, this Ahmed is different from that Ahmad, so we can go ahead and expect that. Seawolves, class of 22. It is my honor to welcome you to the Stony Brook Alumni Association. Your lifelong membership comes with some pretty cool perks and exclusive benefits. In addition, and perhaps more profoundly, you are now a member of a community of 210,000 alumni spanning the globe who have your back. When I was an undergrad, I remember seeing so many alumni come back. Alumni like Kevin Law and Carol Gomes and many others. These alumni gave talks, they offered mentorship, they made career connections, and they supported my peers and me in meaningful ways. That culture, our Seawolf culture, inspired me and many others to pay it forward and do the same for the students that followed us. And thanks to the generosity of those alum and many others, I am here where I am today. Think about it. It's a profound thing that we all come from different places, live different experiences, and go on to do different things. Some of you will climb mountains, literally, treat diseases, develop remarkable technologies, become successful leaders in your fields, and make the world a better place in big or small ways. But regardless of where you came from, where you go, or where you are now, as a graduate of Stony Brook University, we will always share a common identity. And that identity is why you have 210,000 people cheering you on and rooting for your success. It's also why so many of us stay connected. This semester, I attended the Stony Brook Volunteer Ambulance Corps, SPVAC's 50th anniversary reunion. It was amazing. The nostalgia was cranked up to 1,000, and it was just beautiful to see so many of the people that I loved and still love. I met people who served the same role in SPVAC that I did in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s, and who carried it forward and did amazing things with it. It was just a perfect experience, and I can't wait for you to have those kinds of experiences. I can't wait to see you at Homecoming, Saturday, October 22nd, and I can't wait to see you at one of the hundreds of events that we have on campus, in your local area, or even on Zoom. I wish you the very best, and as was with earning your well-deserved degree today, I hope your dreams continue to come true. Thank you. And if you'll indulge me for one more minute. So those alum, 210,000 or so, and again, we might not be able to use IG, but we'll find some other channel. We would love to see you all in a selfie, maybe waving your pennants. So if you have them, feel free to take them out. Thank you so much. Thank you. And next, please stay tuned for another feature of our shared history, our alma mater, performed by the amazing Stony Brook vocalists.
Sandy shore, meeting the northern sea, ancient ground, where newborn dreams arise, scarlet gray, under azure skies, the morning of a lifetime lies in Stony Brook. Raise a grateful cheer for Stony Brook. Youthful joys, youthful folly too, ancient wisdom seen through youthful eyes, lifelong friends, bound by youthful ties, the morning of a lifetime lies in Stony Brook. Raise a grateful cheer for Stony, Stony Brook.
We now invite Eric Wertheimer, Dean of the Graduate School and Vice Provost for Graduate and Professional Education, to come forward.
As Dean of Stony Brook's Graduate School, I am honored to confer the highest of all academic degrees and to recognize the accomplishments of doctoral candidates who have earned PhDs. Earlier this week, we hooded 165 candidates at our doctoral graduation and hooding ceremony. Today, we celebrate their many years of study and investigation. Will the doctoral graduates joining us today please rise? Come on, loud. You're outnumbered, graduate students, be loud. Candidates, please be seated. The master's degree is an advanced degree signifying the acquisition of specialized theoretical and practical knowledge beyond that required for a baccalaureate degree. Master's graduates must demonstrate advanced analytical skills, complex problem solving, critical evaluation, and independent scholarship appropriate to their chosen fields. Will the candidates for master's degrees please rise? Can't hear you. President McInnes, it is my honor to acknowledge the accomplishments of these students, these candidates. Congratulations.
we invite Interim Provost Bugajo forward to present today's honors candidates.
President McGuinness, I am honored to present to you our undergraduate honor candidates who are graduating today with distinction. Attainment of a degree with distinction is indicated on each of these students' diplomas and on their permanent academic record. Will candidates graduating with a distinction of cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude please stand and be recognized? President McGuinness, it is with great pride that I present to you this year's honors candidates. Honors candidates, you may be seated, and we will now call our deans forward to present all of today's candidates.
Dean of the School of Nursing, Annette Waisaki.
On behalf of the faculty, staff, and leadership of the School of Nursing, it is my honor to congratulate all of you on this special day. You are members of the largest single group of healthcare providers in the nation. Your practice is a critical link to promote and restore health to individuals, families, and communities. Graduates of the School of Nursing use science, humanism, and ethics to practice the healing arts of nursing. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science, Master of Science, Advanced Certificate, Doctor of Nursing Practice, and Doctor of Philosophy degrees in nursing please stand? President McGuinness, with great pleasure, I present to you this year's School of Nursing candidates. Candidates, please be seated. Thank you.
Dean of the School of Social Welfare, Shari Miller.
On behalf of the faculty, staff, alumni, and leadership in the School of Social Welfare, it's my honor to offer congratulations to all of our graduates. The world couldn't possibly need more than it does now, you and your collective commitment to humanity, justice, and the kind of transformational change that will make this world a better place. As a now and forever member of the School of Social Welfare community, we can't wait to see what comes next for you as your professional path unfolds. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science and Master of Social Work and Doctor of Philosophy degrees in the School of Social Welfare please stand? All right. President McGuinness, with great pleasure, I present to you this year's School of Social Welfare candidates. Candidates, please be seated.
From the School of Health Professions, Dean Stacy Jaffe Gropach.
On behalf of the faculty and staff of the School of Health Professions, we offer our congratulations and grateful for all the future work you will be doing to keep us well and safe. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science, the Master of Science, Doctor of Physical Therapy, Doctor of Philosophy degrees in the School of Health Professions please stand? President McGuinness, I have the distinct honor to present to you this year's candidates. Candidates, please be seated.
From the School of Professional Development, Associate Vice President for Professional Education and Assistant Provost for Engaged Learning, Patricia Malone.
On behalf of the faculty and staff of the School of Professional Development, we congratulate you on this great achievement and wish you much success as you move forward in your careers. We need your passion, enthusiasm, and commitment. Will the candidates for the Masters of Arts in Liberal Studies, the Masters of Arts in Teaching, the Master of Science in Human Resource Management, the Master of Arts in Higher Education Administration, Postmaster's Certificates in Educational Leadership and School District Business Leadership, and the Advanced Graduate Certificates from the School of Professional Development, please stand. President McInnes, I present to you this year's School of Professional Development candidates. Candidates, please be seated. Thank you.
Please welcome Paul Shepson, Dean of the School of Marine and Atmospheric Sciences.
I am delighted to be able to present these students for conferral of their degrees. We are very proud of their accomplishments, and indeed, their spirit and determination give us all great hope for the future of the planet. Will all candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Master of Science, Master of Arts, and Doctor of Philosophy from the School of Marine and Atmospheric Sciences, please stand. President McInnes, I am proud to present to you the School of Marine and Atmospheric Sciences candidates. Candidates, please be seated.
Dean of the School of Communication and Journalism, Laura Lindenfeld.
I was counting on you. Will this year's candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Journalism and the brand new Bachelor of Science in Mass Communication in the School of Communication and Journalism please stand? We talk in our school. Sorry. You guys got stories to tell. We talk in our school about how our work will create a fairer, more just, more rational world. I've seen so many of you use your knowledge and your skills to do just that. When you leave this stadium, keep telling stories that matter. It's the only way we as a society will move forward, and you are exactly the right people to create that momentum. President McInnes, I present to you this year's School of Communication and Journalism candidates. Congratulations, please be seated.
The Dean of the College of Business, Manny London.
Thank you. Will this year's candidates for the Bachelor of Science, Master of Science in Accounting, Master of Business Administration, and Master of Science in Finance degrees in the College of Business please stand? College of Business Class of 2022, you have learned to understand markets, finance, operations, and human resources. You have acquired a keen understanding of ethics, globalization, technology management, and sustainable business. You will bring value to and indeed create the workplace of the future. In short, you are ready to lead. President McInnes, I present to you this year's College of Business candidates. Candidates, please be seated.
Please welcome Interim Dean of the College of Engineering and Applied Sciences, John Longton.
I am honored and humbled to represent the College of Engineering and Applied Sciences' unstoppable class of 2022. The builders, the designers, the inventors, the engineers, and the makers of tomorrow. Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Engineering, Bachelor of Science, Master of Science, Doctor of Philosophy, and Advanced Graduate Certificates in the College of Engineering and Applied Sciences please rise? President McInnes, it is my great pleasure to present to you the College of Engineering and Applied Sciences candidates. Congratulations, candidates. Please be seated.
The Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Nicole Sampson.
Welcome, College of Arts and Sciences, graduates, parents, partners, siblings, and friends. Thank you for joining us today to honor our students and be a part of this special celebration. Will the candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? Woo! Today, I'm proud to present nearly 2,200 commencement candidates for May and summer 2022. The college is graduating 1,914 undergraduate students, 124 master's and advanced certificates, and 145 doctoral students. And this year, I have extraordinary pride as dean, professor, and parent. My eldest child is a graduating Seawolf. Seeing all of you here today, our stands once again bustling with proud families and friends, is a reminder of what we can achieve when we work together. Our students epitomize tenacity, embracing change and challenge, and taking advantage of opportunities that will have a positive impact on your future. I applaud each of you for your strength, resilience, and perseverance while achieving excellence. Graduates, the past few years have not been easy, and yet here you are, about to embark on the next chapter of your lives. It may still be unwritten, but today is where it begins. I look forward to seeing where your journeys take you. And so I congratulate you, our amazing Seawolves in Stony Brook Red, our courageous and dedicated students who did not lose sight of this finish line. You made it. Cheers to each of you. President McInnes, I present to you the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts, Master of Music, Master of Science, Master of Arts, Master of Fine Arts, Advanced Graduate Certificates, Doctor of Musical Arts, and Doctor of Philosophy in the College of Arts and Sciences. Candidates, please be seated.
This concludes our presentation of candidates. We now invite President McInnes and Interim Provost Bugajo forward for the conferral of degrees.
At this time, I would like to invite all candidates for doctoral, professional, master's, and bachelor's degrees and advanced graduate certificates to rise. President McInnes, these students have met the graduation requirements set by the Board of Trustees. As the representative of their faculty, I am proud to present them to you and respectfully request that you confer upon them the degrees and certificates for which they are qualified.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, and upon recommendation of the faculty, I confer degrees upon all of you who have completed the respective requirements with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. As tradition goes, there comes a time during the ceremony when the graduates are asked to turn their tassel from one side of their cap to another to signify the earning of a degree. You are now graduates of Stony Brook University and may now turn your tassels from right to left and toss your caps. Congratulations, Stony Brook class of 2022.
This concludes our formal ceremonies. Congratulations to everyone.